The disappearance of Meagan Pilon of Sudbury, Ontario is still being investigated. Meagan was last seen on September the 11th, 2013, visiting her father Mark at the hospital in Sudbury following a back surgery he recently had. Meagan was also reportedly seen by her brother that same evening leaving his hospital room. This is the last time anyone has seen or heard from Meagan Pilon. As of 2014, it was noted that Meagan had been reported frequenting the downtown area of Sudbury. However, none of this has been confirmed, and many years later there has been no information about her whereabouts. You've likely seen posters with details of her disappearance, what she looked like at the time, and seeking information on her whereabouts. A Facebook group, Help Us Find Meagan Pilon, was created to help find her. The group has almost 1,100 members, and the administrators keep the public up to date on what's happening with the case. Another Facebook group, Greater Sudbury Missing Persons, is also looking into Meagan's disappearance, and that group has more than 1,400 members. There is also another group looking into her disappearance called Bring Me Home, and it's a volunteer-driven organization that is actively investigating dozens of missing persons across Canada. Nick Oldrive, one of the founding members of the group, said they have been looking into the Pilon case since late 2019. Please Bring Me Home kind of sprang up out of nowhere, he said in a phone interview with Sudbury.com. We started looking at what's really a worldwide problem, and we felt maybe we could do something. The group's efforts were documented in a W5 episode, which led to an outpouring of support from across the country from families looking for answers and individuals wanting to help. The group decided to expand its scope and is now setting up teams of volunteers all across Canada. Please Bring Me Home uses a variety of tools and techniques to aid in searches for missing people, including some helicopter searches. Retired RCMP Inspector Linda Gillis Davidson watched the W5 episode, and she's one of the many who wanted to help. Davidson brings to the table decades of experience in investigating crimes. Her LinkedIn account states that she started her career as street officer for the RCMP and eventually moved up the ranks to the Prime Minister's Protection Detail, serving under Paul Martin first and then under Stephen Harper. She retired from the RCMP in 2012 and launched her own consulting service, Muskoka Executive Security Consulting. Davison said that she's been working on the case since a couple of years, and she has received a number of tips, and come the spring we'll be conducting several ground searches around the greater Sudbury area. We'll be using a cadaver dog and ground penetrating radar, she says, adding the group is trying to get maps of all the culverts around the city and outskirts. They want to search them, even if it's only to put their minds at rest that Pilon's body isn't in any of them. Davidson said the Please Bring Me Home team has an extensive investigative background with 30 plus years in forensics, 30 years in investigations, and 30 years in conducting ground radar searches. There's so much skill out there, she said. Why, when you retire from a police agency or a specialized unit agency, that experience doesn't just go away. It's there. Why not put it to good use? Every single rumor, everything that's passed on, I go into it and find out who they are, where they are, how they could have been involved, and what was the motive. She says, I build a theory and then I tear it apart. It's a tremendous amount of work. She also is working closely with detectives from the Greater Sudbury Police Service and provides any information she receives to them. Because her job isn't to solve the case, she said, my business is to help bring her home and provide closure to the family. It would be tremendous to see the family not suffer any longer. My heart goes out to Meagan's family. Whoever is responsible, all they have to do is make an anonymous tip. Tell us where to look, where we can find her, and we can bring her home. While Meagan's case is her sole focus right now, Davidson said she wants to help find anyone missing across Canada. If you want us to look into it, if you want to have a team of investigators concentrating solely on your case, call us, she said. Retired RCMP Inspector, former member of Prime Ministerial Protection Detail, is leading the search for missing Sudbury Meagan Pilon. Her family is extremely concerned for her safety and well-being, and they just want to know she's okay. Meagan is described as a white female with black hair, and hazel eyes. She is 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs approximately 140 pounds from Sudbury, Ontario. She has a small scar on her upper lip and a red rash around her nose. If you have any information about Meagan Pilon, you can call the tip line at 1-226-702-2728, or you can call the Sudbury Police at 1-705-675-9171. And if you would like to remain anonymous, please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477.